Anatomy and physiology.
On this slide, you will see two pictures of your lungs. The right upper quadrant picture shows your trachea leading down to your right and left lung. Underneath those lungs, you will see a dome-shaped muscle that is called your diaphragm. When we look at the left lower quadrant picture, you will see your trachea again, and here you can note the cartilage rings that circle the trachea itself. Those cartilage rings are there to provide support so that your trachea has stability in maintaining your airway. As you get farther down towards the alveoli, or the air sacs, you will notice that there are no trachea cartilage rings around that, and that is just made up of smooth muscle. As you look at the alveoli, you can see red and blue, like a fishnet type surrounding them, and that is your capillary beds. So that is where your oxygen exchanges between your alveoli and your blood system to be carried to the rest of your body. Here we have another visual of your alveoli and your bronchial tubes leading to those alveoli and the entwinement of the capillaries around those alveoli. Alveoli, also known as air sacs, are at the far end of our small airways. It is at this point that the oxygen moves out of the alveoli into the blood system, and the carbon dioxide moves from the blood system back to the alveoli so the gas exchange can take place. Our alveoli are very elastic. They have the ability to expand and contract when healthy. We can kind of think of them almost as a balloon, where we can inflate that balloon as we blow into it and it expands. And when we take our mouth off of that balloon, it will just contract and shrivel on its own back to its resting shape. We can think of our lungs looking like an upside down tree, often referred to as a tracheobronchial tree. Here you can see the airways branching off like the tree depicted here, and the leaves of your tree would be equated to like your alveoli or your air sacs. Goblet cells line the inside of our airways. They are primarily responsible for making mucus to help trap particles that we breathe into our lungs that are not supposed to be there. Cilia are small hair-like projections that sit on top of the goblet cells. They are responsible to move the mucus towards the top of the trachea to be swallowed and coughed out. Cilia are paralyzed when exposed to nicotine and thus are not efficient at moving mucus. This picture shows how the goblet cells line the walls of the airways with the cilia sitting on top of them, with little mucus blanket circles on top of those cilia. The purpose of the lungs is for oxygen to be taken into the lungs and to the alveoli, where oxygen passes into the blood. Blood then moves to the left side of the heart and is pumped out to the cells of the body. Oxygen is delivered to the body tissues, and carbon dioxide is picked up and returns from those tissues to the blood. The blood then returns to the heart and back to the lungs to get rid of the carbon dioxide and to pick up fresh oxygen. Here is a photo that shows the purpose of the lungs, where you have the red, highly oxygenated blood leaving on the right side of your screen towards your tissues, and the blue, poor oxygenated blood coming back to the lungs and to the heart to be exchanged. Here is a picture that shows the intricate system of the oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange. These next two slides show the intricate systems of the oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange.